All right, good morning, guys. All right, so surprise, surprise, today's going to be a little different, okay? Y'all excited about different? Maybe? Do what? Okay, different's going to be good today, okay? All right, so I gotta start out with this slide and a psalm, and then not a song. I'm not going to sing for you. We're going to do this slide and a psalm, and then we're going to do our different part, okay? All right. This is let's get the boring smart stuff out of the way, okay? All right. This is a Hebrew word called kased. Can y'all say kased? One more time. Kased. Kased. All right. It's a weird word, but it is one of the most popular words in the Old Testament, 247 times. You see it a lot. And these are all the different ways that it's translated because in English, it's extremely difficult in one word to describe all the stuff that this word encompasses. Okay? Y'all following? So, like, you know, I don't know, I'm not even going to try to come up with an example right now, but it's like if you had an English word that you try to translate to another language, well, like we might have a word that it's like, man, it's got 2 or 3 or 4 different meanings that it could be. That's what this word is. And it's hard to put into words how emotional that this is and how much it can portray our feelings towards God, most of the time God's feelings towards us, and has a lot to do with his relationship with us. So because of his covenant, this promise that he made to us, that's kind of where this word starts, I guess. It's where it culminates, where it gets its power, is because of what God did for us. Kased. Y'all say kased one more time. Kased. Look at you guys. Y'all know a bunch of Hebrew. That's great. So kased, it can be translated as loving kindness, mercy, steadfast love, loyalty, faithfulness, goodness. All my life you have been faithful. Man, we got to learn that one. It's a good one. It's a good one. Man, if I knew all the words, I'd sing it. I would. But it's going to turn into a solo. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. We got to learn that one. All right. Now y'all listen to this, okay? Let me just pause for a moment. The words that I made bold are our verbs, okay? The words in bold are our verbs. And then I want you to be thinking about why would it cause us to go to action? Why would we be acting out, right? And then I want you to think about how expressive the words are, okay? Because y'all may not know this, but the Church of Christ has some of the most boring looking worship that there is. Did y'all know that? We're joking, guys. We can laugh about it, okay? Like sometimes every song is a funeral song, right? Like when we went to this singing night in Bowling Green, it was great, but it was also like, I'm happy today. Oh, yes, I'm happy today. And I'm like, what are we doing? Like, we're sitting down, just like twiddling our thumbs. Like, come on, guys. Is anybody excited that God is on our side today? Amen. How great is that? All right. Now, we don't have to do backflips and cartwheels, but we can still get excited, right? All right. So this is what's exciting. Listen to this psalm, a giving of thanks. All right. Like I just want to be thankful for a minute. And this is what the psalmist writes. Make a joyful noise to the Lord, all the earth. When we came out of, I was going to say, it's the wrong name, Little Stevie's yesterday. All right. You know what Laylee starts doing? I'm carrying her. And she's just like had pizza and as much ice cream as she wants. And we're going to go to the beach tomorrow. And you know what Laylee's doing? Ooh. Right? Do you remember doing that, Laylee? Everybody look at Laylee. Laylee, you did it. That was so sweet. You know who made her do that? Nobody made her do that. Right? You know, in the morning when it's like we're gonna be getting up ready to go, we're gonna wake up at 5 o'clock, we're gonna get on the road. You know what's gonna happen at 5 o'clock when everybody gets up? At first it's gonna be like, ugh, and then it's like, hey guys, get in the car, we're going to the beach. You know what's gonna happen? All right. So he says, make a joyful noise to the Lord, all the earth. Well, what sound is that? Don't know, right? Don't know. Because a joyful noise is something that you make that comes out of you that is, if you want to say it's spirit-led and spirit-filled. So make a joyful noise, and what do? We serve the Lord how? Oh man, we got to do this, don't we? No, 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 no. How do we serve the Lord with gladness? We come into his presence with what? With singing. That's what we get together to do. Because why? Because we are thankful. We are happy to be here. You don't have to be here. You don't. I get to be here. That's a big difference, right, church? You don't have to be here. You can go do whatever you want to with your life. But I'm glad that I get to be here. Serve the Lord with gladness, come into his presence with singing, and know that the Lord, he is God. Like this is a verb. You need to understand something. Like this needs to click in your brain. All right? We have things that we need to click in our brain. This is one that you just got to get. You've got to understand and know and believe that God is God. And I'm so glad that he is and I'm not. The Lord is God. And it is who that made us. Guys, I didn't make you. All right? Nobody made you. God made you. And we are who? We are his. Mom and Diane said this yesterday, I think. This was so great. She was talking about, praying about the future of breaking chains. And it was really cool. If I remember this right, she was like, God, looking forward to a day when the people that come in here no longer refer to themselves as I'm an addict, I'm addicted to alcohol, I'm addicted to drugs, but they say I am a child of God. How great is that? This is not something new, okay? This is thousands of years old, and thousands of years ago, God still wants the same thing. I want everybody that comes into this presence to know that God is God, it is he who made us, and we are his. We are his people, the sheep of his pasture. He owns us. Somehow, he adopted us in. That's nuts. It's crazy. I'm not Will God. I'm going to go around the room, and you get to Josh on Sunday nights. You know what he's going to say? Hey, guys, my name's Josh, child of God. Right? That's it, right? That's close, isn't it? Child of God. I'm a child of God. I need to know that I'm his. Enter his gate with thanksgiving, his courts with praise. Give thanks to him. Bless his name, for the Lord is good. His steadfast love endures forever, and his faithfulness to all generations. Now, I don't know how many times the word cassette is used there, but here's what y'all need to pick up on. God is good all the time. And all the time, God is good. Right? For how long? Well, he was good for the Israelites. No. How long? Forever. 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 And he was so good to his people thousands of years ago. And then he was good to the generation after that, and the generation after that. And thank God he was good to all those generations that led up to this generation. You know what's weird? Is he is still good to us. And hopefully, 100 years from now, when we're all dead and gone, hopefully there's a Sugar Grove that has 10,000 people. And you know who he's going to be good to? That generation. And we are only here because God and the generations before us. Right? Joe, wouldn't it, you didn't grow up in church, right? Wasn't it your family? Your parents? Yeah. And look at that now. Like how many generations of blessing has that cost? Right? I'm so glad that God's love is steadfast and endures forever, his faithfulness to all generations. I'm so glad that his love for me is not contingent upon how good I'm being as a child. I'm so glad that no matter what kind of day that I've had, God is going to love me. Okay, guys, so here's what's going to be kind of different, all right? So here's 4 things that I want to thank God for, okay? I want to thank God for what he is currently doing through my church family. I want to thank God for his goodness in my community. Thank God for the miracles around me. And thank God for his chesed toward me, okay? All right, so here's what's going to happen. I'm not going to let you look at you guys, as probably won't cry, but I would hate to start crying. That'd be awful. So I'm going to look at my notes, and I tried to picture everybody's in my head where y'all sat, and I tried to kind of come up with this. And if I miss you, if I forget your name, the only possible reason is because I hate your guts. No. If I forget your name, it's because I tried in my head ahead of time. Okay, so it does not mean I don't love you guys. Okay, all right, everybody. Look, y'all gotta give me a little more assurance that you're still gonna love me if I okay. All right, good. Y'all still love me. Okay. All right. All right. Take John off the list here. All right. All right. Here we go, guys. I just want you all. I think I could have preached this lesson one of two ways. Okay. I could give y'all scriptures on being thankful, or I could maybe show you an example of being thankful. So if you need more scriptures, Google it. But I think it'd be appropriate for me to show you all what it looks like to be thankful. Okay. And I'm not saying that in a cocky way. I'm saying I just want y'all to hear the stuff that floats around in my brain that I'm thankful for. Okay. All right. Here we go. In no particular order, but Sam, Libby, and Levi. All right. Sam, I absolutely love your work ethic and leadership. You are going to be a phenomenal leader one day. You're already doing great. You're already more patient with my kids than I am. You're fantastic. Libby, I am so thankful for your tender heart towards animals, but also towards children. Um, if Austin turns out okay, y'all are gonna be you're gonna be a fantastic mom. Uh, Levi, I absolutely love your critical thinking and your commitment to God and your willingness to not settle or compromise. I did not do that at your age. Brayden, dude, I absolutely love your boldness and your sincerity to fight sin and to make full use of your talents that you have, regardless and without anybody pushing you. You are self-motivated and you're just a phenomenal dude. If y'all don't know Brayden, he's weird, but he is just a phenomenal guy. Okay. Austin, I love your determination, your brilliance. Sometimes it's annoying how smart you are, but I know whatever you do in life, you're going to do just fantastic, great things. Macy, I absolutely love I'm so thankful for your independent faithfulness to God, regardless of your circumstances. You have an incredible faith that is your own, that does not depend on what happens at home, what happens at school, what happens anywhere. I'm so glad you're here. Josh and Ashley, y'all are okay. Come on, guys. Y'all are okay. This is going to sound cocky, and I don't mean it this way. There are very few people that I spiritually race against that I see the back of their shirt, and you and Ashley are two of them. Thank you all for your spiritual example. We got to stop there. There's a lot more, but we got to stop there. I have ego problems. You better stop that. I know. Well, what did Jason say? You're not that good at your job. You've just been doing it a while. You're not that good at your job. You've just been doing it a while. Mark and Lisa, I'm so thankful for your hospitality. I see kind of where Bevan gets some of that. Lisa, during the summer, when I've been working over there, has done more laundry than Kelsey has for me. I mean, I go through so many shirts and stuff. She's like, why don't you let me wash them? I'm like, no, you don't have to ruin your washer. She's like, no, I'll help you. And just making the best Starbucks drinks. And they're just, I love your all's hospitality. It's fantastic. Monica, Walt, I love your all's progress and your story, getting to see you all each and every day, just how you grow. And I love your single-handedly growing the church more than anybody. Your One More campaign, so glad of what happened on the playground. I'll keep that private going. I'm so glad at the people that you all keep bringing to the cross. It's just fantastic. You continue, Monica, especially, you continue to grow and you don't. Remember, I wrote in that book, just like remember that you're not always going to be a newbie to Christianity. And like you're already doing a great job of not thinking of yourself as new and weak. You're a really strong Christian, Monica. You're doing great. Briar, Colton, and Jamie, I'm thankful for your all's playfulness with our kids. Every time we pull in the parking lot, first thing that they say is, oh, look, there's Colton. Oh, look, there's Briar. Look, there's Jamie. Let's grab the football. Let's play. I love it. I love that our kids love coming to church, play with you guys. Y'all are a lot of fun. Well, I don't know. I don't play with you, but Briar, Colton, Jamie, my kids think you're a lot of fun. If mom and dad had been here, I was going to say that I love my parents' love for me and that they forget all wrongs, and I love their generosity. I'm going to say this at large, just breaking chains. I love that breaking chains feels comfortable here. And I love that they can show our church the true experience of forgiveness and appreciation and growth. You guys are just fantastic. Is Mike still on vacation? What a loser. What a loser. Y'all tell Mike, um, I'm really thankful for Mike's example of enjoying retirement, but also being busy in the kingdom. And don't tell him about the enjoying retirement part because he's probably on a cruise. But I really do. I am so glad to see how much fun he has, but how he is not retired from his faith. I love it. Jim and Paula, I am so thankful for your all's public life in the community. It's so weird, but sometimes I literally think like I go to church with some superheroes, and it's just that you guys are at Horse Branch. It just blows my mind, and I love your all's reputation. And anybody that I already bring that up to, I go to church with Jim and Paula. It's only going to help my case. Um, Linda, I think, oh, you are here, Linda, and Quentin's better half. Linda, I don't know you really well, but I know with the passing of your husband, um, there's only one word I put next to your name, and that's toughness. You just seem like one of those absolutely sweet ladies that is just tough as nails. I'm so glad you're here. Bobby and Melinda, they're not here either. Good, because Bobby wouldn't take a compliment. I'm so glad. I'm so thankful for Bobby and Melinda's generosity and how they lead by example. They are giving us a place to stay in, which is supposed to be for a few months, and it's coming up on a year now. They're letting us stay there rent free. Still charges for utilities, but you know, the rent's free. Um, and whoever lives there after us, I don't know if you're going to get the same deal, but I really appreciate. They're so generous to offer equipment. They're just extremely generous people. I absolutely love Bobby and Melinda. Jared and Lisa. I was hoping y'all wouldn't be here today, so I didn't have. But man, you guys, your all sacrifice and love for broken people is unmatched, and I'm so thankful to have your all's example. Um, there's few people that love the lost more than you two. I'm so glad y'all are here today. Uh, Josh Martin and Josh Martin's family, because I don't remember everybody's name. Okay, but um, Josh, I absolutely love your determination to work for pay, to work on yourself, and to work to be at church. Y'all may notice sometimes Josh has to get up, right? Because his back stinking hurts a lot. And we have some of the worst pews in all of Ohio County. And, you know, it just comes a time, it's like, I got to get up and walk, you know? And I mean, it's like John, you know, I love that through the pain, a lot of people that make excuses not to be at church. Mary here? Good. I'm glad she's not here because she also wouldn't take a compliment. Mary's life is just crammed full of good deeds. And she talks so much about her mom, about how good of a woman that she was. And I just can't hardly imagine somebody much better than Mary. Mary Cook is just a fantastic woman. Julie and Sparky, I absolutely love and adore your all's concern for the needy and the concern you have for your grandkids. And Lee and Zoe, I love seeing y'all at church whenever you're here, by the way. Because poor Laylee doesn't have any girls to play with. And every time she sees you guys, she's happy. Brex and Cage, I'm glad you all got to church today alive. Rex and Cage, I'm so thankful for your all's friendship and your all's work ethic, except for the deer stand. But when you're working for me for pay, your work ethic and your positivity, you guys literally are just a fun couple of goofballs to be around. It's fantastic. You all have a great attitude. Everett, man, I absolutely love your courage and your boldness through the loss of your mom and your legal adversity and all the trials that you have been through in the last year or however long it's been. Um, you're a quiet, gentle giant. You're a man among men, Everett. And I'm so glad that your boys have the example that they do at home. Gabe and Little Lee, they're not here, right? Oh no, Gabe is. Shoot. Gabe, act like you didn't hear this, okay? I absolutely love and adore Gabe and Little Lee's respect towards correction. I can't say this enough. More than once, I've had them work for me, and I don't think they could break a stick in half the right way. But I'm telling you, if you tell them, like, Gabe, that's not right, not once, ever does Gabe or Little Lee backtalk, get upset, get their feelings hurt. They take it like a man. They always take correction. And that will take you all very far in life, Gabe. That's really good. I don't care how little you can do if you can take correction. That is a huge attribute. Carolyn, Shorty, Carolyn, I love your steadfastness to bring your family to the cross. Every year since I've been here, you just seem like one of those pillars. And I just absolutely love, I'm so thankful to have you as an example in this church. Rena, I remember you telling me the story of you basically becoming a mom at a young age to all the siblings and your willingness to rise to the occasion. You're such a sweet, innocent little woman, you with your perfect hair and your earrings, but my word, you are like one of those just bold, strong women. You're fantastic, Rena. I'm so grateful for your example to rise to the occasion, to not be a victim, but to be a leader. Stacey and Andrea and your kids. I absolutely love your all's compassion for children, the kids that you bring up for us to pray about, the kids that you work with each and every day. And I love your all's focus and concern on your own kids. If you can't get anybody to heaven, but you can lead your kids to Christ, there is no greater feeling. Thank you all for your example, for your love for kids. Eric and Brenda. Here we go. What do we say about Eric and Brenda? My word. I'm going to call them, here's the first half of the compliment, confrontational unity. Eric and Brenda, at first, were some of the most intimidating, like, I'm terrified I'm going to say the wrong thing and run them off, and they are going to beat me behind the church building. Like, oh, Lord, help me. And with her Baptist-costal, her Baptist-costal backgrounds, and with all of their differences, I have never once heard Eric or Brenda come and complain about the differences that our church has from them. And that's foreign to churches of Christ. You all have always been willing to have a discussion and to listen to the things that are taught. And I appreciate your all's sincerity. The other thing is that I absolutely love your all's love for the lost. You all are so concerned about your family, about your kids, about your parents, about your neighbors. It's evident by the things that you're doing. And it's a fantastic example, and I'm thankful to have you all here. Larry and Novella. My, what do we say? Larry and Novella. I love your all's hospitality. I just love it. Novella, I absolutely love your cooking. Your biscuits and gravy, it's fantastic. I would eat more if Larry would stop charging me so much to come over to the house. Your sorghum, your homemade strawberry jelly, I mean, it's fantastic. You just can't sit down at the table without Larry bringing you a paper towel or a fork, or do you want this drink? And it's just like, man, I'm not on a cruise right now. Leave me alone, dude. He's just so stinking helpful. And I love their hospitality and the work that they do behind the scenes. John. Mm, mm. Well, John's a mixed review here. I absolutely love John's willingness to help people. It hasn't had to happen a lot, but the few times that I've called John, he has never turned down helping me. He's one of those guys that knows a good bit about every subject. And more than once, I've had questions. I've asked for help. I've needed him to FaceTime. I've needed to send him a picture. And John, you are not a perfect man. And neither am I, brother. But you are an awesome help to people. And people love what you do for them. Joe and Cindy, y'all are okay too. Y'all are decent. Pretty decent. I love Joe and Cindy's hospitality. I know our bill has got to be just in the thousands at this point. The amount of times that they have fed us and our kids, and the amount of half-drunk water bottles that they've thrown away and Joe's got mad at them for, and the amount of toys that they've left out in the yard and Joe had to go pick them up. And I'm telling you, I don't know why they have us back, but I absolutely love and adore Joe and Cindy's hospitality, the work that they do behind the scenes, and the simple things that they enjoy in life. They're concerned for their family's spiritual well-being, and I hope you all know that your children will never doubt your loyalty to God. You are awesome people. Tara, I didn't have you down here, but I'm going to go ahead and throw you on this list, Tara. Tara, I also absolutely love your example. The way that you love Jamie and your transparency and some of the struggles or problems or things that you talk to with Kelsey. I'm not saying in another life y'all be best friends, but she really enjoys the time that y'all spend together. All right. Now that's hopefully all the part we got to cry about. And I don't know. All right. I can look up now. All right. Here's some positive things, okay? Can we keep talking about things I'm thankful for? Is this okay? Are y'all wore out? Good. All right. Here's some more things I'm thankful for. Every time you walk into Little Stevie's and Eddie's chiropractic office, you know what's playing on the speakers? What's playing on the speakers, guys? Christian gospel music. I love that. How about this? There's a girl that we used to go to church with. I forget her new last name, but her maiden name, Hannah Wagner. I'll keep this cryptic, ladies. Y'all are old enough. Y'all appreciate this, okay? She's married. She's been trying to have kids for 2 years. She does not have a cycle, okay? Like it's a huge medical problem. She is not supposed to have kids. For 2 years, she's been doing fertility treatment. And finally, the doctors are like, listen, this stuff is super expensive. It's not working. You're getting older. Really, we're kind of just trying to be nice for you. You don't have a cycle, honey. This is not going to work. And so they did their last round, and they got pregnant. They did their last round, and they got pregnant. There's another Hannah. Hannah used to be Gilbert, now Mills. Again, try to keep this cryptic. Things inside were shaped the wrong way. Even if she was to, the baby would die. It wouldn't work because the way that things are shaped, it's like the baby wouldn't grow out, it would grow in, and it would just very quickly. Her mom had the same thing, which kind of tells you something, right? Her mom had the same thing. They told her, and they were later in life when they got pregnant with Hannah. So they told her the same thing, and the doctor said, to be safe, we just want you to be taking birth control. You can't get pregnant anyway, but just be taking birth control. And so, she's what, 34, right? And they're like, listen, if I physically can't, why do I have to take the birth control? And they're like, yeah, you can just quit it. And 3 weeks later, they got pregnant. So Hannah Mills is, there are 2 Hannahs in Warren County right now that are the happiest women in that county. That there's no other way to explain it except that it's a miracle. It's one of them doesn't have a cycle, and one of them doesn't have the right shape, any of that stuff, which doesn't change. Like it's been the same way since she was 12. Like it's not going to happen. And 3 weeks later, she got pregnant, and they're so excited about having kids. Are they having girls? Both of them. Both of them are having girls. All right. Here's on a personal level. I am really thankful for being self-employed, not having a boss, except for Kelsey. That was a joke, guys. Come on. It was a joke. We're joking. All right. Huh? Yeah, I got this bruise right here. I need help, Josh. It's so bad. All right. I really enjoy the freedom to lead my family however I want to. I'm really thankful for recently getting on some OCD anxiety medication. I'm thankful for my temper and my anger that have gotten better. Thankful for my morning routine and my cheap instant coffee. I never thought I'll be an instant coffee guy. Like it just sounds like you poor thing. And man, it's just like instant coffee with some brown sugar and my half and half. And I'm like, it's the best morning. I love some good coffee. Liam, I absolutely love your leadership, buddy. How old are you? What? All right. Liam's 9.5, guys, pushing 10. And I'm not kidding. If I think if I died tonight, I think Liam would step up and lead the family the rest of the way. Liam, you're just a fantastic leadership. Calvin, I absolutely love your fearlessness. Um, I told y'all this last night, a couple of you guys. We were at Lowe's last week. We were at the checkout in the garden section, the garden center, where they got shrubs and fountains and pots and whatever. When this guy with Lowe's is working there, he comes up to me and he's like, I'm checking out and I'm like busy doing my thing. He's like, hey, sir. I'm like, yeah. Like, listen, I'm not mad. Just want you to know one of your kids is playing in the koi pond. I'm like, I wonder who that could be. Love it. Get out of the display, dude. You're not supposed to play in the water. It's great. Calvin, I joke about you a lot, dude, but your fearlessness will take you so far. Because one day it's going to be a hard conversation. It's going to be breaking up with somebody. It's going to be making a difficult decision, and your fearlessness will cause you to be a great man. Bogan, I'm so thankful for your heart. Mom and Dad, this is kind of one of those blessing cursing things. They brought over a dollhouse yesterday. Y'all know how big this thing is? It's like it's like 3.5 by 5.5 feet. Okay, it says it's 5 stories. And how many pieces? It's a stupid amount of pieces. How many? Is it really? It's 360 pieces. Okay, that's like, thanks, Mom. You know, great. Now we've got a Lego store in our living room. Wonderful. So Mom and Dad bring this thing over, 360 pieces. You know what Bo does this morning? He builds the whole thing for Layla. Isn't that sweet? I wouldn't put a lid on a cup for my brothers growing up. Okay? And this dude built the whole thing. Bogan, I absolutely love your heart, buddy. You're so compassionate and sweet. Laylee, I love your joyfulness. Like, Laylee, sometimes when I'm mad, and like, have y'all ever been mad and you're like, I want to be mad. Stop trying to make me not mad. I want to be mad right now. You know what I'm talking about? And she's just like, and it's like, I can't. I want to be mad and I can't. Laylee has, I don't want to, I just love Laylee's joyfulness. I love it so much. Mary, Brenda, and Ashley, I absolutely love and adore that you all are the spiritual mothers to my children. I love how you all lead our kids in class. It makes me so happy that you all are the ones that are leading them. You do a great job. All right, Kelsey. Okay, you're pretty good. No, I'm kidding. All right. So I don't really know where to go off on this, but because I don't want to like be up here forever. I know some of us need to eat lunch today. So let me just say this. Bevan, did you say yeah? Um, I think Kelsey is Sugar Grove's best kept secret. Um, Kelsey is my best friend. Um, I've joked around a lot with guys before about, needing a break from your wives or like, needing to go back to work so you can get a break from your wife. And I literally, this past week we were going to work. I think it was at Jim and Paula's. And there was a good reason that we should have drove separate. And I was just like, will you ride with me? Because I'd rather us just ride together so I could just have a few more minutes in the truck ride. And my wife gets to go to work with me every day. She doesn't like that. I like that. Um, I just, I literally can't spend enough time with Kelsey. She's my best friend. I love you, Kelsey. I'm so thankful I have you. Guys, I went to Jakes Creek Middle School. I was supposed to go to Greenwood High School. right? At the end of Drakes Creek Middle School, I got kicked out. I'm doing a whole bunch of stupid stuff, right? Then I went to Podunk Warren East High School and met Kelsey. And like, just what a godsend that I got hooked up with my spouse when I was 16 years old. Like, you know how many mistakes I did not get involved in because I was married to that woman, or dating that woman? Yeah, it's nice, Brian. It's real nice. Like, mom and dad are like, yes, date her, please. We've seen the other ones. This one's good. I'm so grateful. You know, I got out of ministry about, how old are you, Calvin? 8.5. It's always the half. So about 9.5 years ago, I got out of ministry, and I was sitting at the fire pit with my brother, and he told me about this church that was hiring. And I was like, oh, sweet, where is it? He was like, Ohio County. And I'm like, where's that at, Andrew? And I love my church family. I'm so grateful that I stand among an assembly of perfected saints pushing back the darkness. I hope y'all hear that one more time. Because what are we, Josh? We good people?
Wretched, black-hearted sinners.
Wretched, black-hearted sinners, bunch of selfish morons. You're like, this guy's in charge of your kids in class, okay? Black-hearted sinners. And I love that I stand among an assembly of perfected saints, pushing back the darkness. I need people in my life that are pushing back the darkness. Church family, can y'all give me like an amen on this? I need people around me that are pushing back the darkness. Get it out of my life. I mean, like, for the sake of my kids, and for the sake of my wife, and I mean for the sake of me. I need people in my life that are pushing back the darkness. Have y'all lived in the dark? I hate it. And I don't want to go back to that stuff. And you all help me to fight that. I love it. Here's the lighthearted one real quick, or a small thing. We went and got some medicine Friday. That's why we were late, or Thursday, we were late to the meeting. Look at this, guys. Like, this is in Bowling Green, like college town, super progressive, and like, we got litter boxes in the schools because people identify as a cat. And like, oh, this world's just going down the drain. It's just getting worse and worse, blah, 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 blah. And then you go to like all of the Sheldon pharmacies. You know what they have? That's what they have. Sunday closed in honor of Jesus Christ. This world is not as bad as you all think it is. This world is changing. There are people that are pushing back the dark. And here's the last thing that I want to say, and this is just about me. When God had the choice, this is last week, right? When God had the choice between saving his son and saving me, saturated in ego and deceitfulness and pornography and selfish ambitions and rebellion towards authority and all of the baggage that I had, he picked me over his son. A psalm for giving thanks. Make a joyful noise to the Lord, all the earth. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come into his presence with singing. Know that the Lord, he is God. It is he who made us. It is we who are his. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture. Enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise. Give thanks to him. Bless his name, for the Lord is good. His steadfast love endures forever, and his faithfulness to all generations. Amen. Amen, church, to all generations. I'm so thankful for each and every one of you for the stuff that you all do in my life. I'm so thankful for what God does in my life. I'm so thankful for what I see him doing in other people's lives. I'm so grateful to see how the community is changing. I'm so grateful to see more and more organizations are opening up to say, Satan, get back. I love what's going on. I don't have this song up here, but at least I know me and Brenda can sing this one. Can y'all stand and sing with me a song real quick? Let's stand this. If you don't know it, just try to pick up on it. That's right. Thank God for what he does for us. Amen. He is such a good God. If you need anything today, won't you come together as we stand and sing on Bended Knee I Come.
Hey there, this is Josh Johnston. I'm an elder at the church and I work really closely with the teens. I hope you liked the video. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and turn on the bell to know when we are live, or even better, join us in person at 1 Scenic Lane, Horse Branch, Kentucky 42349. We meet on Sundays at 9:30 for Sunday school, then worship service at 10:30, and then a midweek Bible study Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. for adults and teens. We also have class for small children as well.